looking into this, we now, again, obviously, like we said, Aaron Black probably going up against Upgraded. If Upgraded doesn't work out, I expect to see a character change depending on how the game goes, but I expect this to go the absolute distance.
I definitely do too. And remember, guys, every set here throughout the entire tournament, these top 16 players, is going to be 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. So, you get a few games to adjust. You could, get that first game to try something new, see if it works, and then go back to plan A if plan B just doesn't pan your way.
No intros. They're all business right now. We're going straight into it. Rewind. Rocking with the Upgraded. Trying to establish a little bit of dominance, and we're already seeing all that mobility that Jackie displays. But Hayatei, being that Jackie Upgraded is one of the big Outbreak characters, you have to expect everyone to be ready for her as well, and we're already seeing that out of Hayatei. But now Rewind, forcing Hayatei off of the breakaway, and the momentum already starting.
Getting the back throw here, and Jackie just leaping over to the front of the stage here at Final Combat, getting all that real estate, and going to be cashing in big here. 2 amplified offensive bars here for a lot of damage, a lot of screen carry, and great Oki. She's still going, she's still going, she's still going. Rewind taking that first round.
There were no breaks to be had in that first round. That was all Rewind, and just that suffocating pressure and an accidental breakaway that had to have been a mistake. Now Hayatei is going to be able to run with it, but gets clipped by the lead from full screen. Forced to break away, and again, Rewind is just coming out of the gate swinging. 25%, 35%, it's all over the board. Hayatei needs to stop this momentum in any way that he can.
Rewind kind of, tucking right under the throw, but Jackie just kind of comes back way too soon, and Hayatei knew that the window was gone, doesn't block the low. The low option is very unsafe. Escape failed, so it's going to set up for the back throw, crushing blow from Hayatei, if he even gets the opportunity to do so.
And Hayatei's just trying to lock down Rewind and keep him grounded for as long as possible, but it's only a matter of time before Rewind finds himself back in the air, and that was all Rewind there in game number 1. Hayatei has some thinking to do.
Definitely has some thinking to do, and if there is a character out there that he's using besides Aaron Black, it might be the time to dip in and grab that character, but I don't think that character exists. Aaron Black all the way here, the down threes to kind of try to influence or try to look for the hit, and taking advantage there, but backing off on hit. That's a big whiff, and that's a big punish, that's a big crushing blow. Pop it up in the corner, Hayatei's forced to come off that breakaway.
This is dangerous. No breakaway to work with, and back to the wall against Upgraded Jackie. Beautiful down 3 anti-air, but missing these conversions. You cannot leave damage like that on the table, and now Rewind is going to start that momentum again. The back grab into all of this pressure, and so much damage to be had.
Oh man, 38% here, and I love how, can I give you props for going with the hits as they came out? I loved it, it was beautiful. The dash punch from downtown, always a threat, as well as her jumping. Good block of the double overhead, and Hayatei starting something here, launching up with the rifle. And good awareness of the meter there, knowing the breakaway was coming, utilizing those 6 shots left there in the gun.
Hayatei needs to be careful throwing out buttons like that. If a poke gets blocked, that's it. That is the end of your turn. Now Jackie has that 9-frame mid to bully pretty much any other button, but nice little tip guard by Hayatei is going to do a decent amount of damage into the Oki. We're seeing Hayatei keep Rewind grounded, and this is why he has the life lead. He needs to keep doing what he's doing.
Now this is scary because Rewind does have access to Fatal Blow, so could potentially put Hayatei in a very, very bad spot. Oh, hold on! Doesn't go to the whole thing.
These missed conversions are killing Hayatei right now, but he's going to be able to close out this second round. Much better performance. Hayatei answering back, just got to tighten up those conversions, and he can easily bring us to another 1-1 tie.
Beautiful anti-air with the down 1, the down front punch there. Oh. And that's going to be a big crushing blow. Cashing in big is Hayatei. Dropping the acid, he knew that breakaway was coming. So aware, so smart.
So nice tech. Rewind going for a lot of back grabs. Hayatei keeping him grounded again, and a headbutt right to the skull. Sending him full screen.
Good blocking of that. Hayatei's not taking any chances. He's not looking for that dash punch and ducking without blocking. Oh, hold on a second. Back throw, what is Rewind gonna do? Walking up another throw, but this time Hayatei reacts and guesses the right direction.
He doesn't have to overextend. Hayatei still has a ton of life to work with. He's just going to take his time, chip him out a little bit, and eventually be able to find that window, throw down that acid puddle, and let Rewind hang himself. But the double down one, I respect it. A quick answer back from Hayatei. The 1-1.
I feel like Hayatei is committing heavily to the fact that, you know, I'm not going to be worried about the low. I know the low is the unsafe option that I can punish for a lot of damage, but it's not worth it. It's not worth letting her get away with, you know, the overheads, because that leads into a lot of damage and it's safe. So I think Rewind kind of needs to look at that and realize that, okay, Hayatei is just going to let me go low almost every single time. Possibly just to mix things up there, just to shake up the mind that's going on there in Hayatei.
Nice little delay on the 1-1 there. Catching Hayatei, pressing buttons, forcing him off of the breakaway. And that's really important, especially when you're going up against players of this caliber. You need to get rid of that defensive bar immediately. And that is the case for now. Both players. So next touch will end up hurting a lot into some Oki. Nice little pickup by Rewind. The conversions are just on point. A little low profile there on the down 3 of Hayatei. You can tell he's starting to get into his groove. But that bash to the face.
Max distance there, requirement for the crushing blow. And speaking of crushing blows, she's got she doesn't have breakaway available at all. So Hayatei gets the full combo. And we're gonna be canceling into something else. Going for the overhead, great block by Rewind, and gets the throw right after the down 1, the down poke. The frame advantage going to the side of Rewind, and he knew Hayatei was gonna be sitting there blocking, trying not to get hit by what was coming next.
And then just in case, did the forward grab, which is honestly like the least obvious thing that you could have possibly thought about at that moment. But Hayatei using that breakaway, has to get himself out of the corner. Rewind giving him the chance to do so.
And that's another example of throw mix there from Rewind. He went for the back throw to put himself in the corner, and Hayatei is always teching the throw that he's expecting and not teching any throw that time. Forward throw, Rewind's got a lot of real estate, but he needs to get in the low, amplifying it for a little bit more damage. The low again, Hayatei committed to not blocking the low at all. And Rewind about to go up 2-1. Yes, he is with the grease kick. Kick.
That was beautiful. And you know what? When you don't have defensive meter, you're a lot more antsy to throw out buttons. And that's why all those grabs were so effective from Rewind. That was a beautiful display of just player tendency knowledge. That makes me believe these two have played each other quite a few times in the past.
But you got to do the tech that you mentioned before. Just do something different from the last time we played in a casual setting. Just do one thing that's different. Oh, that jump in 1 reaches so far. And Jackie's starting off here. Rewind putting Hayatei up against the ropes, back up against the wall. Hayatei, beautiful stagger, but he whips the back to 2-2. And Rewind is taking full advantage here.
That is so heartbreaking to see that, but he's got to stay composed. Little mistakes like that, missed the conversion off of that forward 3. Hayatei's just getting bullied with this pressure, but now finally being able to keep Rewind grounded again. That's where the success is going to come from.
Am I gonna see another forward 4? No. The down 3. Rewind possibly looking to move, or oh, hold on! You can cancel those jump buttons into something that Hayatei was not seeing coming. And I feel like Rewind's success rate with all these lows so high. I think it's at 100% efficiency.
Oh, it has to be. I mean, at least 80%, right? He's been getting a lot of damage done just from those lows. And finally, the block. Not going to spend the crushing blow. He's going to do as much damage as he can. Keep the corner positioning. Acid is in play. But Rewind out of there. Wants nothing to do with it.
And Rewind not even risking the short hop tech there. Just says, you know what? If he does the meter burn, I will just block it. Down 4, Hayatei fighting his way out of the corner, trying to poke his way out of the corner. The spacing from Rewind is absolutely immaculate here. And Hayatei coming off those 2 bars. Rewind knocking on the door, trying to win this, but hold on a second. Hayatei launching him up, forcing him off of his breaker.
He needs to be careful. One more touch will certainly do it. And Rewind will be closing out the set 3-1. Very close. One little touch in the fatal blow would have been able to have Hayatei answer that round. Now Rewind will advance into the winner's side.